Hello students, welcome to Modern Group of Education Kolkata. So this is the numerical class of the SHM chapter. Okay, so please go and watch the previous videos of the SHM and the oscillation, because if you do not watch the video then this will be difficult for you. So please go and watch and watch and clear the concepts and now come here. Okay, so starting the lecture, first of all, there is 15 questions of Neet, JEE Main and WBJE, etc. So if you have to solve all this, then you have to clear all the videos, all the concepts of us, that is Modern Group of Education Kolkata, and you have to come to this video and clear all the numericals. Okay, let's start with me and clear all the concepts and clear all the doubts. Okay, if you have any doubts, then please comment below and we will surely we will surely give a reply to the doubt and we will surely clear your doubts. Okay, so now starting the lecture, this is the first question: identify the function which represents a periodic motion. Okay, now here four options are there: e to the power omega t, log e omega t, log e base omega t, sin omega t plus cos omega t, and e to the power minus omega t. All the four options, if you look at the four options, then it is very clear that here only sin omega t and cos omega t is here. So sin omega t and cos omega t are the sin omega t, cos omega t are the trigonometrical functions and trigonometrical functions, and they are periodic in nature, because sine and cos are also periodic in nature. But here all other options, e to the power omega t, log and e to the power minus omega t, these are not periodic, these are not repeating their paths. So sin omega t, cos omega t is the sin omega t plus cos omega t is the answer. So this is the periodic motion. Okay, so if you have to check the whether a equation is periodic or not, it should consist trigonometrical function sin omega t or cos omega t. Okay, clear? So C option is the correct answer. Now coming to the next question, number 2. Here the phase difference between displacement and acceleration of a particle in a simple harmonic motion is 3 pi by 2, pi by 2, 0 and pi radian. So first of all, the phase difference is the question asked about the phase difference between displacement and acceleration of a particle. So displacement y equal to a sin omega t. Okay, and acceleration is minus omega square y, that means minus omega square a sin omega t. Okay, clear? So what is the difference between these two? So we can write this is as omega square a into sin omega t plus pi, because sin 180 plus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay, so minus this minus will help you to understand that the phase difference here is pi and here is no phase difference. So answer is the pi radian, because if we subtract, if we have to find del phi, then omega t plus it is pi minus 0. Here the phase difference is pi and here phase difference is 0, so pi minus 0 is pi radian. So pi radian is the answer. Option D is correct. Hope you have understood these concepts. Now coming to the 3 number question. Here the distance covered by a particle undergoing SHM in one time period. The distance covered by a particle undergoing SHM in one time period. See, in one time period, this is a line and this is the plus a amplitude and minus amplitude. So in one time period, so this is the mean position. In one time period, the body starts from here, goes here and repeats its path here and there and repeats its path here. So this is plus a, this is a, actually a, and a, 2a and 3a and 4a. So in a time period in SHM, that total time period covers 4a distance. So option D is correct, 4a. Here starts from one time period, means starts from here, goes there, repeat its path, and after coming to the mean position. Okay, so this is A, 2a, 3a, and 4a. A, 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 4a. So answer D is correct answer. Clear? Now question number 4. The displacement of a particle executing simple harmonic motion is given by y equal to a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Then the amplitude of its oscillation is given by C. The displacement equation is equal to a sin omega t, we know, but it can be written as a sin omega t b cos omega t. This is the general equation of SHM. General equation means the equation, if we find the y equal to a sin omega t is the actually this is the y sin omega t is the solution of this general equation a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Now here it is written as a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. So y equal to a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. So it is clear that the a naught is the initial position of the particle at t equal to 0. Initial position of the particle at t equal to 0. So if we have to find the resultant, that means amplitude, so the resultant will be root over of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now for here the a and b, so theta is the angle between phase difference between a and b. So we know that the phase difference between sine and cos is 90 degree, pi by 2. So cos 90 is 0. That means the resultant is root over a square plus b square. Okay, so the answer is option 1. Option 1 is correct answer, a square plus b square. Okay. Okay, so hope you have understood all these concepts. Now repeating the concept, this is the y displacement equation of a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Okay, this is the general equation. So here the question is, here in the question that it is written that a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t, because a naught is the initial position of the particle. At mean position, a naught is the displacement. This is the displacement equation. So in mean position the displacement is a naught and then a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. So if we write the resultant formula or the amplitude formula, then it will be root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Here a and b, that means sin omega t and cos omega t has the phase difference of pi by 2. So cos pi by 2, that means cos 90 is 0. So the answer is root over a square plus b square. Option 4 is correct. Clear? Okay, coming to the next page. Now in question number 5, the average velocity of a particle executing SHM in one complete vibration. Average velocity of a particle executing SHM in one complete vibration. In one complete vibration, okay, then in one complete vibration, the average velocity, that means velocity average is equal to displacement, difference of displacement by time. Clear? x2 minus x1 by time t2 minus t1. Okay. So average velocity of a particle executing SHM in an one time period, the particle goes to the extreme position. I have already drawn this. Again I am drawing this. That this is the plus amplitude, this is the minus amplitude, and this is the mean position. So in average, in total time period, one complete vibration means one time period. Okay, in one time period the body goes extreme position here, and it again goes there and repeats its path and covers the mean position. So there is no displacement. Actually there is no displacement, but the distance is 4 amplitude, but there is no displacement, hence this is 0 by t, hence the average velocity is 0. Okay, the body starts from the mean position and also comes to the mean position after the time period, one time period. So there is no displacement, so hence there is no velocity average. So this is the 0 is the correct answer. Clear? Now coming to the 6th number question. A pendulum is hung from the roof of a sufficiently high building and is moving freely to and is moving freely to and fro like a simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, the acceleration of the bob of the pendulum is 20 meter per second square. That means the acceleration is given 20 meter per second square, and bob of the pendulum and at a distance of 5 meter from the mean position. That means y at y equal to 5, the acceleration is this, the time period of the oscillation. Okay, so the formula of acceleration is equal to minus omega square x minus omega square x or y. You can write the mod a is equal to omega square y, because here we have to take only the magnitude value. So this is the 20 meter per second square, and omega square is into 5. So omega square will be 4, and omega will be, so omega will be plus minus 4 plus minus 2. Omega will be plus minus 2, the time period. Now if you find the omega, then the time period will be 2 pi by omega. That means 2 pi by 2, that means pi second. So pi second is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Very easy and very conceptual. So if you don't understand this concept, then please go and watch the video of modern group of education, the physics video of oscillation, and please come here, then you will understand all the concepts clearly. Okay, now 7. A block of rectangular size of mass m and area of cross section A floats in a liquid of density rho. See, there is a container of containing a liquid, and there is a block whose mass m is m and mass is m and density is rho. Density of the liquid is rho. It is given that if we give a small vertical displacement for equilibrium, it undergoes SHM with time period t. I have already told you the formula of time period of a block in a liquid, that is 2 pi root over sigma by rho into h by g. H is the height of the body, and sigma is the density of the solid, and rho is the density of the liquid. So the time here, the time square is equal to 2 pi into sigma by rho into h by g. So t square is inversely proportional to density of the liquid. So answer 1 is correct. Okay, please go and watch. I am again telling you that please go and watch the previous videos. It is clearly understood. It is clearly told in the video that the time period formula is sigma by 2 pi root over sigma by rho into h by g. So all the concepts that I already teached you, that is the common concept, and you have to understood all those concepts to crack Neet or AIMS or any exams. Okay, and JEE. Now next question is, a particle executing SHM having amplitude 5 cm, mass 0.5 kg and angular frequency 5 radian per second is at 1 cm from mean position. Find potential energy and kinetic energy. That means you have to write down all the data first. A particle executing SHM having amplitude 5 cm, that means amplitude is given. Okay, now mass is 0.5 kg. First of all, you have to write down all the data to understand, to clearly understood the which formula will come here, because there are more formulas, there are numerous formulas, but you have to understand which formula will apply here. So you have to write down all the data first. And angular frequency omega is 5 radian per second, is at 1 centimeter from mean position. That means y is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, find potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy, the value of potential energy is half kx square. That means half m omega square x square, that means y square. Or kinetic energy formula is half m omega square y square minus s square. Sorry, it is s square minus y square. Y or x, anything you can write. So half mass is in kg, so you have to, whether you have to change the centimeter values, or you have to change the kg value, kg unit. Okay, now I am applying the kg unit. So half into omega is 5, it is SI unit, 5 radian per second, that means 25 into a, that means 25 minus 2, and a square means 25 to into 10 to the power minus 2 in meter. So 25 minus 2 minus 1, 25 minus 1 means 1, 10 to the power minus 2 is the common value. So this is 25 by 4 into 24 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, so this is 25 4 6 so 24, 25 into 6, that means 25 into 4 is 100, and this is 150. 150 minus 2, so for the kinetic energy is 150 minus 2, 150 minus 2, 150 minus 2, there is no option. The AM is in kg, that means I have applied the kg value. Omega is in 5 radian per second. Amplitude you have to find in meter. So 25, 5 square, 25 minus 2, minus 4 actually. This will be minus 4 because it is a centimeter. So centimeter squared to meter square will be 10 to the power minus 4. So this is minus 4. So answer is 10 to the power minus 4. 150 10 to the power minus 4. This is the 150 10 to the minus 4, option D. Sorry, option kinetic energy. This is the option B is the correct answer, but you have to check the potential energy value. Half into mass is half into omega is 25. Omega square is 25 and x is 1 minus 4. So this is 25 minus 25 by 4 into the minus 4, that means 6.25 10 to the minus 4. So option B is the correct answer. Clear? Option B is the correct answer. Very simple, very conceptual. This type of question will come in every competitive exams. Then please, for this, please you have to practice easy questions and conceptual questions. Don't go to the hard questions and jam your head. So please practice all the easy questions, conceptual questions, and formula based questions to crack any competitive exam like JEE Main, Neet, etc. Okay. So this is the second page. Now they're coming to the next page. Question number 9. Here given equation SHM is y equal to 5 cos pi by t 100t minus 2x. What is the time period? Okay. Now from this equation it is clear that the y is equal to 5 cos. If we multiply with the pi by 2, then it will be 50 pi t minus 2 pi x. Okay, so it is a cos omega t, then that means omega is equal to 50 pi. Pi I have multiplied these values because the equation, general equation is y equal to a cos omega t. So you have to write down as a cos omega t or a sin omega t. For that you have to multiply this value with the initial inner values. So omega is 55. Then now the time period is 2 pi by omega. That means 2 pi by 50 pi. That means 1 by 25 second. That means 0.04. 0.04 seconds. So option A is the correct answer. Max to max you have you will have to 10 to 15 seconds to calculate all these questions. Okay, so please practice like this. 9 10. Now a particle executes linear simple harmonic motion with an amplitude of 3 cm. That means amplitude is 3 cm. When the particle is at 2 cm from the mean position, the magnitude of its velocity is equal to that of its acceleration. Then its time period in second. When the particle is at 2 cm from the mean position, the magnitude of its velocity is equal to that of its acceleration. So that means magnitude of velocity, that means a into actually it is plus minus omega into root over a square minus a square minus x square, and this will be equal to the magnitude of oscillation velocity equal to acceleration omega square x. So omega will cancel out, so it will be omega will be root over of a square minus x square by x. So what you have to find? You have to find the time period, that means omega. So it is a is 3 square and x is 2. So 3 square minus 4 minus 9 9 minus 4 by 2, that means root 5 by 2. So omega is root 5 by 2. Now time period will be 2 pi by omega, 2 pi by 5 by 2, 2 pi by root 5 by 2, that means 4 pi by root 5, 4 pi by root 5. So this is the correct answer, 4 pi by root 5. This is the correct answer. Okay, now coming to the next question, 11. The displacement of a particle along the x-axis is given by x equal to a sin square omega t. Motion of the particle corresponds to simple harmonic motion. Omega frequency pi by omega pi frequency 3 omega by 2 pi. Non-simple harmonic motion, this, and it is also frequency omega by 2 pi. from the equation it is clear that this is not the simple harmonic motion, because in simple harmonic motion there is the power of sine in is 1, there is no square. But if you have to check, so C option is correct, but if you have to check this question, then you have to write like this: x equal to a sine square omega t. In my videos I have told you that the whether you have to check up equation is performing simple harmonic motion or not, then you have to check the acceleration is equal to minus omega square x, or the force is equal to minus kx, any of this. So now this is a displacement equation, so acceleration we will find the acceleration. Now v will be, if you going to this if you are going to differentiate this equation, then it will not possible because there is sine square. Then you have to, first of all you have to write this equation as normal value, that means power 1. So x will be a sine square 2 sine square theta. We know that 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sine square theta. So 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, that means 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2, that is the sine square omega t. Okay, now you have to differentiate d equal to dx dt. Now you have to differentiate a, you have to differentiate a by 2, that is the constant value, it will be 0, and it will be cos, the further differentiation will be cos, the differentiation of cos will be minus sign, so minus minus plus 2 omega sine 2 omega t by 2, that means omega sine 2 omega t, omega sine 2 omega t. So this is the value of v, and now further you have to, again you have to differentiate dv dx, then the value will be sine, that means cos 2 omega square, 2 omega square cos 2 omega t. Okay, and this is the acceleration equation. So here it is omega square, and x is the value of a sine square omega t, but there is 2 is not equal to a, so it is not omega square x, it is not omega square x means a sine square omega t, here is cos 2 omega t. So it is a is not equal to omega square x, that means the non-simple, this is the answer is non-simple harmonic motion. You don't have to calculate all this, you have to check only by the equation, that is that it has sine square omega t, but in SHM no equation has square values in displacement equation, so this is not the simple harmonic motion. Clear? Now coming to question number 12. Question number 12, it is written as a body of mass m is attached to the lower end of a spring whose upper end is fixed. The spring has negligible mass. When the mass m is slightly pulled down and released, it oscillates with a time period of 3 seconds. That means time period is 3 seconds. 3 seconds. When the mass m is increased by 1, the time period of oscillation becomes 5 seconds, the value of m in kg. So time period formula spring is 2 pi root over m by k. Please go and watch the previous videos. So it is 2 pi root over m by k. For the first equation t1, that means t1 is equal to 2 pi root over m by k. The k is 1 because it is only one spring, so it is, we can write that 2 is equal to 3, sorry 3 is equal to, t1 is 3, 3 is equal to 2 pi root over m by k. This is the equation number 1, and in equation number 2 it is written that the mass is increased by 1 kg, so t2 is equal to 2 pi root over m plus 1 by k. This is the equation number 2. Now coming divide the equation 1 by 2, equation 1 by 2, we can write that 3 by t2, 2 by 2 pi get cancel out, and k get cancel out, that is root over m by root over m plus 1. Okay, now squaring the both side, and don't have to square the square, okay, you please square in the both side. Now I am erasing this part. I am erasing this part to make some space. Okay, Now squaring 9 by T2 square is equal to m by m plus 1. The oscillation becomes 5. T2 is 5 second. It is written that T2 is 5 second. So 9 by 25 actually. So 9 by 25. 9 by 25 is equal to m by m plus 1. Okay. So 9m plus 9 is equal to 25m. So by moving the m in this side, 25 minus 9 is 16. 16m is equal to 9. So m is equal to 9 by 16. So answer D is correct. M is 9 by 16. Very easy. Okay. Now coming to the next question. This is actually the conceptual question and you have to understand very clearly this concept. Two similar spring P and Q have spring constant Kp and Kq such that Kp greater than Kq. It is clearly written that Kp greater than Kq. They are stretched first by the same amount, case A, then by the same force, case B. Okay. The work done by the spring Wp and Wq are related as in case A and B. Which one is greater and which one is lesser? So it is written that in first case the same amount of they are stretched first by the same amount. That means the potential energy, that means work done, is equal to half kx square. Why the potential energy? Because if we stretch the spring, then the potential energy is stored in the body. So in the spring, so it is half kx square. Here x is equal to equal. That means potential energy 1 is equal to this, and potential energy 2 is equal to 1. Sorry, it is p and it is q, and half k x q square, it is xp square. So xp equal to xq. That means kp is greater than kq, xp is greater than xq. That means if we write pep, potential energy of p by potential energy of q, then we can write that kp by kq. If it is written that kp is greater than kq, that means potential energy of p is greater than q. That means wp is greater than wq in this option. And now in this second case, do you have understood this? This is the, if this is the x is the same, if x is the same, then we can write pp by pq equal to kp, half get cancel out, kp by kq, and it is written that kp is greater than kq. That means potential energy p is greater than potential energy of q. Okay. Now in second case, the work done by the spring second case, then by the same force. That means force f is equal to minus kx. Okay, f is equal to minus kx. Clear? So if force is same, that means k is inversely proportional to x. Okay. Now coming to pep by peq, half get cancel out. So kp by kq into xq by xp square. Is it? Half get cancel out, and it is inversely proportional to the x. Okay. Clear? So this will be kp, sorry, this will be kp by kq, and xp by x cube, that means kp by kq. This will be kp square by kq square. That means kp get cancel out, and kq get cancel out. You will have the value kq by kp, and kp. So pep by peq is the kq by kp. So kp is greater than kq. That means wq is w greater than wp. In second case, wp is greater than wp. In first case, wp is greater than wq. So option C is the correct answer. Clear? You have understood? If you do not understood, please rewatch the video. Please rewind the video and repeat all the concepts, and you will understood everything. Okay. And the last question is, what is the phase difference between two simple harmonic motion represented by a sin omega t plus pi by 6 and a cos omega t? Then first you have to write all the equations in sine or cos, anyone. I am writing all the equation in sine. That is a cos omega t to sine. You have to change the value. A cos to sine is pi by 2. A sine omega t plus pi by 2. So the phase difference is pi by 2 minus pi by 6. That means this is the 6 LCM. It will be 3 minus 1 2. 2 pi by 6, that means pi by 3. Pi by 3 is the correct answer. So option B is the correct answer. Hope you have understood all these concepts and all the questions. Now this is the numerical part I have completed. I have completed the numerical portion of this. There are also another questions. If you have find any questions difficult, please comment below with the question and I will surely reply to you. Please subscribe our channel, and if you understood the video, please share the video to the needy students and spread the joy of free education. Okay, thank you, and please share the video. Please subscribe our channel. Okay, and support us. Thank you. Tata. Bye bye.